majestic churches, impressive historic fortresses and palatial buildings. Moscow is a fascinating city whose emblematic architecture reflects the turbulent history that has defined Russia throughout the centuries. The traces of the USSR can be found around every corner of the city, side by side with the iconic relics of Imperial Russia, like the mythical Red Square, the imposing Kremlin and the beautiful St. Basil's Cathedral. Discover a fascinating world of Cold War bunkers, Golden Dome basilicas, world-class art museums and the legendary Palace of the People, as the Moscow Metro has been nicknamed. Whether you fancy watching a classic Russian ballet at the Bolshoi Theater, perusing the fine arts at the Pushkin Museum or marveling at the sheer size of the monuments to the Soviet States' achievements at the All Russia Exhibition Center, this travel guide will help you on your way. During any season, at any hour of the day, Moscow thrills visitors with its artistry, history and majesty. To Westerners, Moscow may look European, but its chaotic spirit is never far beneath the surface. Far removed from its beginnings as a humble wooden town in 1147, today Moscow is Russia's New York City, its residents brash and opinionated, and its glitzy, cosmopolitan heart catering to a well-heeled elite, with the odd pocket of extreme urban poverty. Like its American counterpart, the city never sleeps. You can get anything you want around the clock. Above all, Moscow is an assault on all the senses, a relentless crush of people on the subway, cliquey night spots, designer shops, any cuisine you can think of, heavy traffic, endless queuing, Golden Dome churches and historical treasures. Visiting Moscow is a heady experience. Despite its size, Moscow's concentric layout is easier to grasp than you'd imagine, and the city's famous metro ensures that almost everywhere of interest is within 15 minutes walk of a station. Red Square and the Kremlin are the historic nucleus of the city, a magnificent stage for political drama, signifying a great sweep of history that includes Ivan the Terrible, Peter the Great, Stalin and Gorbachev. Here you'll find Lenin's Mausoleum and St. Basil's Cathedral, the famous gum department store, and the Kremlin itself, whose splendid cathedrals and armory museum head the list of attractions. Immediately east of Red Square lies the Kitty-Gorod, traditionally the commercial district, and originally fortified like the Kremlin. Stretches of the ramparts remain behind the Metropole and Rossiya hotels, and the medieval churches of Zaryad and the shops along Nikolskaya Ulitsa may tempt you further into the quarter, where you'll find the former headquarters of the Communist Party. Moscow, or Moskva in its local tongue, continues to play a central role in the development of the world. It is the perfect amalgamation of rich culture and dynamic cosmopolitanism. It is also the coldest metropolis and megacity on the northern terrains of planet Earth. The essence of Moscow lies grounded in its magnificent architecture and its rich artistic tradition that continues to enthrall tourists till date. Walk into the Pushkin State Museum of Fine Arts, the Kremlin Square, the Moscow Kremlin and the Red Square, to be left mesmerized by the sheer beauty that Moscow's art and architecture have to offer. Moscow defines the spirit of Russia with its ever-growing economy and the ever-prevailing cultural practices that keep it rooted to its past. Being the largest city of the entire European continent goes a long way to speak volumes about the influence that Moscow has had on the world.